Fall is all about cozy comforts, and with Hero Bread, you can enjoy all your favorites and still hit your health goals. From breakfast bagels and meal prepped enchiladas to mouth-watering burgers and cheesy noodles. You won't believe Hero Bread's options have 0 to 5 grams net carbs and are high fiber from the taste and texture. And right now, Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code FALL25 at checkout. That's FALL25 at hero.co. All figures are per serving of Hero Bread. Contains 2 to 18 grams of fat per serving. See the product nutrition panels on hero.co for more information.
Welcome back to Fantasy Avenue. Pretty big week this week. We got a guest on the podcast. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I am very excited to be here, Mikey. My name is Pt. Flynn. I am Mikey's coach at Gallatin High School. I call the offense for the Raptors, and I am pretty juiced. We've been discussing this for a long time.
Yeah,
it's long time.
At least like a year.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a minute, and we finally made it happen.
At the perfect time, right in front of the Super Bowl, right in front of your team's Super Bowl.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
You know, with the Niners-Chiefs rematch coming up here this weekend, to say excited would be an understatement. Mm-hmm. The household's pretty juiced up. You know, Carolyn's pretty excited.
Yeah.
Just got Callie the new CMC sweatshirt. Really? You know, we're all decked up. We're ready to go. We're excited for it.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I don't want to dampen the excitement. We talked before about the teams we're picking, and part of me wants to pick the Chiefs because it's more exciting for a podcast to debate.
But you're a Swiftie. You're a guy.
I'm not a Swiftie.
You love Taylor Swift. That's what you.
I'm not.
That's why you're watching.
These guys know me. My podcast listeners know me.
You want to watch Taylor Swift, shirtless Jason Kelce.
I want to see that.
That's what you're here for.
I'll see.
You're not here for a good football.
I'll see shirtless Jason and Kelce, but like. If people are watching, a lot of people are watching the Super Bowl because of Taylor Swift. You're seeming to push that narrative right now. I'm watching it in spite of Taylor Swift, but I still believe the Chiefs are.
See, my thing about the Niners, whenever they play a team that's capable of what the Chiefs are,
yeah,
right? What San Francisco does is their best defense and a great offense. Now, San Francisco has the ability to sustain drives, which is what I like about it. Their ability to run the ball, what Kyle Shanahan has done with the outside zone scheme,
the offensive line.
We're an outside zone scheme team ourselves,
yeah.
Right, is what's going to keep Patrick Mahomes on the side. Now, the one thing that I will say Patrick Mahomes does, and I think the Niners are going to have to do in order to keep the Chiefs' offense at bay, is get to the quarterback. Patrick Mahomes does not get sacked. No matter how you want to spin it, he just does not. I don't know. I think I read something the other day that he's only been sacked 3 times in like the last 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to that.
I think it's something like that.
It's something crazy. He does a great job with his pocket movement and his ability to extend plays.
Yeah.
Which is why the Chiefs are who they are, because it's difficult to. Anyone in the NFL is difficult to cover for 7 seconds plus. Mm-hmm. So the Niners are going to have to do a great job of getting to the quarterback this week, which I think. Our front four is the best in the league, so I think we're going to be able to do that. The one thing is, we have a tendency to play a lot of zone coverage, and I think Jared Goff had a lot of time to throw a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which is why the Niners were pressed early on in that game, because he was able to sit back there, diagnose what the defense was doing, and pick apart the secondary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
if Patrick Mahomes is the time that Jared Goff had, then I don't think
it'll be a long.
It is going to be harder.
It will be a long night.
Jared Goff is picking apart a defense with the time and just the ability to find the creases in the zone, then Patrick Mahomes is going to have a field day.
Yeah, well, the one thing that was exciting about the Lions game was the Niners showed it proved the ability to score and score quickly. So like I was saying earlier, yes, the best defense is a great offense, keeping Patrick Mahomes on the side. Right now, the Chiefs are also one of the greatest teams at jumping on teams early. Yeah. Right, they have the ability to score and score fast. I think in like the last however many games they've scored on the opening drive of the game. The Niners have shown in the past to not be a great team playing from behind, but with Purdy at the helm, a gamer, a stud, should have won the MVP. His ability to just win football games is what's been really impressive and as exciting as a Niner fan to watch this Sunday. So even if the Chiefs do get out that early, they're having trouble getting to the quarterback early on, and Patrick Mahomes has a field day of a first half.
Right.
I still feel good about the
Purdy can come back.
Yes.
So all that game manager talk is not.
Game manager talk is out the window.
You don't think that has any legit?
Game manager talk needs to be out the window at this point in time. It is so frustrating listening to people talk about Brock Purdy as a game manager at this point.
Yeah.
Right? I could have understood that last season when he won however many games coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And even early on in this season, yeah, okay, I can get behind that a little bit. At this point in time, he's shown to be able to put game-winning drives together 2 weeks in a row, by the skin of his teeth. And what always is annoying to listen to, no matter who you are, whenever you're talking football in general, like, oh, that was a close one. I'm like, yeah, well, there's only one stat that really matters.
Yeah.
Wins and
it's a
losses.
W.
Yeah. So if you come out with a win, especially in the NFL, it doesn't matter by much.
Yeah. I agree. It seems like if you were coming into this game like me, obviously, actually, I think I have a little bias against the Chiefs. How much they beat us. But if you were coming to this game without any, previous experience being 49ers or fan, would you think all the stuff you're thinking right now?
Okay, so the reason, yes, all right. So
Yes?
obviously I'm biased because of what the Niners do. As unbiased as I can possibly be, it's difficult to be unbiased at this point in time.
Yeah.
As unbiased as I can possibly be, what the Niners can do running the football, which as an offensive lineman, ex-offensive lineman myself,
Yeah.
is what makes me want to say the Niners can still win this football game. Now, I also believe the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco, great pickup.
Yeah.
Even though I got hounded in the fantasy season for trading, I wanted to trade Kelsey for him because Kelsey was dead. Kelsey did not have a great year.
No, he didn't.
He had one big week, and it was
Okay.
It was like 12 points.
Yeah.
I had Laporta sitting on my bench. I was happy to trade Kelsey for Pacheco,
Uh-huh.
and I got housed for
I
it.
remember.
So I ended up getting him anyway.
How did you get him?
I had to trade Laporta.
Oh man. So you had a choice between
Laporta and Kelsey. I had both.
and give away Laporta for cheaper.
Yeah. So I gave Laporta away for Pacheco, pretty much straight up. And then I got Jordan Addison as well. First straight up. And I would have done it for Kelsey.
That's pretty dang good.
Kelsey and Pacheco had a great year.
Yeah.
Great year. I was weak at the running back position. I had 2 tight ends. I needed a running back.
Yeah.
And I only went for Pacheco because of Fantasy Avenue's advice.
You hear that? Do you hear that?
Yeah. So I am an avid Fantasy Avenue listener, and I went for it because of what was said on the pod. And then I got hounded for it by Coach Chan.
I know.
Yates.
I remember it.
Coach Denson and
I remember.
Coach Denson and I, they vetoed it. They wouldn't let it happen.
They thought Coach Denson was gonna
And he didn't even
just fleece and start running the league.
Coach Chandler beat me by 0.8 points in the quarters.
Who won the league?
Yes, I was just about to look it up. I can't remember who won the league. It was between Coach Hutt and it might have been Denson. Denson might have got there. I'm pulling it up. Don't have great service, in the pod room.
No, it's subpar.
No, and let's be honest. The fantasy app on ESPN isn't exactly the most efficient app of all time.
That's I would say strongly that that's the worst fantasy app.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
like
why.
the Yahoo Sports one.
I've used NFL Fantasy, ESPN, Sleeper, and one other one, CBS maybe.
Yeah.
And ESPN is just it's janky, and they don't even show you a picture of the players.
Yeah.
Which I want to see the player's face when I'm about to start them. They need
You
to
want
have
to look into his eyes.
They need to have a
You want to look
confident.
deep into his soul and see what he's going to bring to the table.
They need to look good if they're going to play for my team.
So I got to remember my password here.
Boy,
I got to
this is
every year.
someone who loses in the quarterfinals.
So I got so
Not
screwed.
locked.
I got so screwed. I was on a flight last year during the fantasy draft, and during takeoff was the first round. So every flight has
that's
Wi-Fi,
terrible.
So I got posed on that one.
Why did it not move? The draft could have moved an hour.
Because what are you talking about? They don't do that for us.
Who was the league?
The coaches league.
They wouldn't
It's the
move
same
it
one. No,
if you're on the plane.
no, they wouldn't do that.
Wow, that's
They would have done anything but
cutthroat.
that.
That's terrible.
So here we go. Let's go to. I finished 5th with 9 wins. I went 0-4 to start the year,
Nah,
and I finished the year at 9-5.
that's not bad.
That's
pretty. Yeah.
Yep.
I had a league. I started. It was a 2-win per week league.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 1 for finishing the top half of points. And I started 0-8. Finished 15 games. So that would be so I think I finished 20-10.
Oh wow.
And made the playoffs, and then lost to a person who had Tyreek and CMC.
Yeah.
first round. So I had like the greatest comeback I've ever seen, and then I just got smacked.
So Coach Hutt won, Denson came in second.
Wow.
And I mean, I had golf at the helm, did a great job. And I had Brees Hall, Pacheco, and then I had Ayuk, Evans, Kelsey, and Addison. I mean, defense never. And then I got Waddle sitting on my bench with Herbert.
Definitely a strong team.
Burrow killed me, man. I had to trade. I had to trade. Trade away. Who did I trade to? For Goff. Coach Chandler. I had to trade Coach Chandler.
I bet he
was
pushed the envelope.
He was eating it up.
I bet he was.
I can't remember who I traded him. But I traded him straight up, which wasn't.
That wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
Then had just a slow runoff from the top of the mountain.
Yeah, which was a total bummer.
The whole season.
And then I play with my slow pitch softball team.
Yeah, you're in a slow. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, Beaver Slide, man.
I didn't even know.
Beavers for life.
Okay.
And the slow pitch softball, that one's a barn burner. So it's an auction style draft. So you get $100.
Yeah.
And I missed it because we were in fall camp.
Oh man.
And
the drafts just don't go well. Draft timing doesn't go well for you.
And the loser of that league
Yeah.
has to wear a dress at the first softball game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's rough. Really rough. And I got 11th out of 12.
Oh my.
I was sweating.
That's crazy.
Oh man. And every year I'm projected to finish dead last. I'm never at the draft because they always screw me over on draft.
That seems, yeah.
But no excuse. We finished it out.
Okay.
And I missed the playoff.
No excuses. 11 out of 12.
And I finished 7th, so I didn't make the playoff cut.
Okay.
And then I just kept losing. And I was in the toilet
Like the
bowl.
consolation.
The consolation bracket fell all the way down to the bottom of the rung, was in the toilet bowl. Week 15. I'm like, oh gosh, I have to win this game. I cannot lose.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a dress. Every kid in high school will find out about it.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. I won.
That's not great. We had I was in a league with some kids that I used to play soccer with, and the tattoos that are unpermanent, but they stay for a week.
Oh yeah.
They're called let me look it up.
They're called
week-long tattoos. It's something like that. Let's look. Week-long tat. That's nice, but tattoos.
I know what you're talking. They paint it on. It stains your skin for a week.
Yeah. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Anyway.
Someone will tell you at school.
They listen.
Someone's got this.
To the episode enough to care. You might be the strongest listener. You are 100% the strongest listener.
I try and support. Hey, I find it very cool that you found something that you like to do.
Thank you.
Totally in high school.
Yeah.
This isn't something where you had some help from a family friend, which was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It takes, and sorry, Mrs. Anderson, but, it takes a sack to do something like this and put yourself out there.
Yep. Yeah.
It takes a set of cojones to, muster up the courage to push and continue to do it.
Yeah.
You know stick with it. That's
it's hard.
I find very cool.
High school's pretty judgmental.
Very.
So getting over the hump of people finding out
and
just being I have a podcast, even though that sounds like an old man thing.
Yeah.
And then now.
Sweet. I'm on board 100%.
Yeah. In case anyone's wondering why he has so much knowledge, because if you listen to the podcast, it's not the most knowledgeable experience ever. I would say
some weeks are better than
some of it. I'm just yapping. I don't even know what I'm saying, and I listen back to parts, and I'm like, that's just honestly false.
And sometimes you talk about having to, you got homecoming to get ready for, or you got to go to a play with your mom or something like that.
Yeah, I got
Young Money Mike.
I have things on my mind. Exactly.
Yeah,
I have things to do. It's hard to hold a conversation with myself for 30 minutes.
For sure.
So it turns into craziness.
Yeah. No, I'm on board, man. I'm team fantasy app for sure.
All right.
So,
anyway, what was I? Oh yeah, the tattoo.
Yes.
So I was in 6 leagues this year.
That's too much.
Which is too many. I couldn't manage it's mostly the waiver wire. I picked the leagues. I had 3 that I cared about and 3 that I didn't. And even though I would set my lineup every week, I would only use the waiver wire and pick up in 3 of them.
Okay.
So I'm definitely, I got to cut it back a little bit. I got overzealous.
Yeah.
If that's the right word. But one of the punishments, and this is one of the ones I cared about, it was to get one of those unpermanent tattoos, but it was to get like a teardrop
Oh, wow.
on one side and a cross on the other side,
Oh, wow.
and then like a fake watch.
Did the kid do what?
His name's Brian. He came to school. He goes to Belgrade. Came to school with the teardrop.
way.
He got pictures in the bathroom. Got a picture with some teacher,
No way.
like posing.
We had one that we did at the pit. We used to do it at the auction style draft, same thing. It was a big ordeal. We did it as teams. So you got partners. Which was it was probably the worst part about it. Because managing a team with another person is really difficult to do.
Yeah.
You guys both got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
You both have access to the what, so someone can go in and change the lineups at 10:59.
Right.
Right before kickoff.
Right. Just get what they want.
And the losers had to make a SI swimsuit edition.
The calendar.
The
calendar thing. Yeah.
I never lost.
Yeah.
And we had weekly punishments for the highest. So the highest scoring team from the previous week got to name a punishment for the lowest scoring week team of the upcoming. So like I was the lowest scoring team one week.
So they were smaller though. Like were they smaller
every single
punishments?
Week.
Oh,
every week. It sucked. Like it was something like the one I had to do was the pacer.
Yeah.
Obviously. So you got 40 nuggets put in front of you from McDonald's, and you had to run 30 reps on the pacer.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to make every time, and every time you didn't make, another one got added. And for every nugget you ate prior to, or for every 2 nuggets you ate prior to, you got 1 taken off. So you could have up to 20 pacer reps taken off and only have to run 10.
Yeah.
And this was the Nike one, so it was a little bit faster.
Yeah, I know. I know the
pacer.
one. It's longer and faster.
Yeah, it's not quite the one from the school where you can run like 90 reps. Like if you ran if you just said, "Hey, screw it, I'm gonna go run the 30 reps."
Yeah, it would be bad.
Yeah,
the one at the school is it's like a late jog by the time you hit 30.
Yeah,
it's pretty okay. Yeah,
I remember one of them for Halloween was you had to eat a pint of candy corn.
Jeez.
And then do a calorie on the assault bike. I don't know if you know what the assault bikes are, like an Aerodyne bike.
Okay, yeah.
They're an SOB. They're terrible.
Yeah.
And so if you had to do for every point that the highest scoring team had, which was because it was like an 18-person team. So you were scoring in like the 200s and 300s every week, typically. You had to do a calorie on the assault bike after you ate a pint.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it was. These
punishments are
let's
crazy.
just move along. You know what I mean?
Punishments are worse than any of our punishments for a whole year.
Yeah, they were terrible.
And they're happening once a week.
Yeah,
That's
they
insane.
were terrible once a week. You did not want to be the lowest.
No.
And every week they had,
That's crazy. I actually think we should do those because I have leagues that by the end of the year, even like the football guys with the kids in the football team, by the end, no one people just don't care.
Yeah, you're checked out.
Unless you're like a top 3 team, you're not checking.
Yeah.
So that could be a thing.
It's a good way to bring people in.
Yeah.
Keep them locked in week to week.
Yeah.
So
having some competition, some will to win every week.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Definitely. There was definitely a will to win.
I bet there was.
And not one of those.
I'd want to deal with punishments. I'd want the satisfaction of seeing my friend throw up a bunch of candy corn.
Oh, and it started us.
Saying that was my thing.
You had to do 200-meter sprints on the rower. It was always gym oriented. It was through the pit.
Yeah.
So it's always gym oriented.
Yeah.
But it was.
I bet.
Yeah, there was
I
some rough ones in there for sure. So, but let's revert back to the Super Bowl.
Where were we?
Let's start at the Super Bowl.
Okay, the Super Bowl.
Okay, we've discussed our points on this. I want to hear your take on why you think the Chiefs are going to win.
Well, it's not going to be as methodically put as you, but I think it has more weight. And I think that's because, first of all, the 49ers, if I look at it on paper, 49ers skill position players are more exciting, especially with the fact that Ayuk is basically their number 3 receiver and would be a number 1 receiver on 20 teams in the
Who's
NFL.
ahead of him? I mean, you could argue that Debo is.
I think Kittle and Debo. You don't think Kittle is more of a receiving threat for teams?
No.
If you're looking at a defense,
I am going to have this conversation with everybody about George Kittle. George Kittle is the best tight end in the NFL. Okay, not due to statistics.
Okay, no, that's true. That's true.
He is. He surpassed 1,000 yards receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is he so successful in the passing game? Is because what Kyle Shanahan does. Kyle Shanahan's ability to create play-action passes over the
Yeah.
middle of the field from condensed sets to stress the defense is extremely incredible.
Yeah.
Right? George is not an incredible wide receiver. He does a great job of catching the ball when it's thrown to him. He does a great job
After the catch.
with the
it's
yards.
tough.
Yeah, with the yards after the
Yeah.
catch. But he would tell you he's not like some killer route runner.
No.
You know, that's not what he does.
No.
He's a killer blocker.
Yeah.
And finally, after I've been saying this for years, I might even have the receipts on an old Twitter account that I don't even have. Might have because I said George Kittle is the best blocking tight end in the NFL. Aiden Hutchinson proved our point.
Yeah.
Right? You saw the clip. We're talking Pro Bowl bound, Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Absolutely sat him down. We're not talking out in space against the safety. We're talking one of the best defensive ends in the NFL.
So you don't, after all that, you don't think that, you think Ayuk is
I think Ayuk is
More-
without a doubt the number one receiver.
number one?
Yeah. Now, the
That's
versatility.
steep.
Now, is he the number one offensive threat? No.
No.
That I will not say.
No.
Because Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel, what they can do,
Okay.
tops the list. Offensive threat's different than receiver, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that.
Ayuk's ability, like his routes are so clean, his hands are always there.
Yeah.
His field awareness, body.
Ayuk is good. I drafted him in like 4 leagues because no one even,
He's a
somehow
stud.
no one knows what whose name is.
He's a stud.
And he's like a low down receiver on like the auto draft thing. He's like ranked as like the 40th receiver coming into the season.
So what I'm trying to say is now offensive threat wise, you have Christian McCaffrey, offensive player of the year. We'll get into that here shortly.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's going to be your number one offensive player, right? Deebo Samuel has been ability to play out of the backfield, play on motion when we do the disguising, the movement stuff, getting Deebo Samuel the ball in space.
Yep.
His ability to break tackles is, very, very solid. I would say he's probably the number 2 offensive threat.
Yeah.
Right? And
I agree.
You have,
I agree.
Then you have
Ayuk. Okay.
and George.
So the skill positions are legit.
Yes.
That was my previous point, which was you just proved by giving the in-depth. They're like every one of them is a top, besides maybe Kittle, but with how you scheme him,
Kittle's the best tight end.
a top threat on any team in terms of getting the ball.
Got it.
And when you look at the Chiefs, especially the receivers, it's like Rashee Rice.
Okay.
And,
Hey, that was a big fantasy week pickup.
Yeah.
That was a big
Yeah.
one. Yeah. I remember that one.
Yep.
Benson beat me to him. Maybe it was
I think I remember you telling me that one.
Yeah.
You were like, "Yeah, I looked and he was already gone."
He was gone.
I think it was Denson.
Yeah, it's him and Will Levis, which I'm glad I didn't do.
No, that was not every pickup is a star pickup. There's duds.
Yeah.
I picked up Will Levis, started him, and then the next week he got me like 3 points.
Yeah.
So whatever.
World of fantasy football.
But the Chiefs definitely have less. And the reason I think they're going to win, besides, first of all, I want them to win so that I could say the Broncos meet the Super Bowl champs.
God, you said
Give
like
us
that,
something. Give us
like a
one.
Packers.
Give us one thing this year besides a complete failure of a team.
Just kidding. Move on.
I think the Chiefs. What did they start? Like 8. They were like 8-6,
Yeah.
and then they've just rolled since then. I look at like the teams that they've like the stuff they overcame with the talk of. There was at one point there was talk of the Broncos winning the division, which now looks absolutely crazy. And then going through the playoffs, playing a Ravens team that honestly beat themselves, and the Bills. I just feel like the Chiefs are inevitably always beating teams that they shouldn't beat. Like they shouldn't have won the division because they were playing so bad, and they shouldn't have got a high seed in the playoffs, but they did. And I don't know if they should have beat like the Ravens, but they did.
So one thing we haven't talked about here, and this is now a lot of credit goes to Andy Reid, right? Andy Reid is an offensive
He's a heck of a
mastermind. What
quarterback.
he does is, you have a great quarterback who makes a lot of plays. We discussed that. But one thing I think that is extremely undervalued on the Chiefs team is their defense in general.
Their defense is really good.
Sneaky good. Well, it's never talked about.
No, it's
You
not.
never hear about the
No.
Chiefs defense, and I think that's a reason why a lot of times they're beating these teams they're not supposed to beat.
Yeah.
You score 17 points and you beat the Baltimore Ravens,
Yeah,
you're joking. Never in a million
the
years.
defense did that.
If you had told me that the Chiefs were going to win and they're only going to score 17 points against the Baltimore Ravens, I'd laugh probably.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, right. I'll pound the over on that one every time.
Mm-hmm.
No shot.
Their DB, I don't even know how it got good. Like, I follow the Chiefs pretty well because they're in the division, and they've just it's not like they make big, like, star people. They've always had, like, a good defense, especially since Chris Jones has, like, came into his, like, stardom.
My first play ever was against Chris Jones.
Really?
Ever.
How did that go?
It was a preseason game at Arrowhead.
Uh-huh.
And so it was his first preseason game of the year, rookie year. Right?
Yeah.
And so I was penciled in to be a 2 and then roll with the 3s. So I was going to play the majority of the game.
Okay.
Our starting left guard had like a bum hammy, and they were like, "Hey, red alert, be ready." You know.
Yeah.
His name was Zane Beatles, Broncos, second round pick out of Utah.
Well, there you
A
go.
long time ago, 9-year NFL vet.
It's okay, so he's not playing.
Yeah, not anymore.
So you're going in.
And so he comes out after like 3 plays. We got the ball on the 2-yard line, 2 or 3 yard line.
There?
2 or 3 yard line.
Okay.
And Chris Jones is lined up across from me, and I'm like, "You better get your pads down."
Yeah.
And so I come whipping off the ball,
Yeah.
super juiced up.
Yeah.
Chris Jones swim move, boom, puts my face mask right in the dirt. Luckily, we were running the inside zone to the right, so
it didn't matter?
It didn't matter. Oofed up, man.
So that's your first
Yep.
NFL snap.
I had one play against Chris Jones, and then he was done. He was
Wow.
done for the day. So
Did you fall on your face anymore in that game?
No, I played a pretty good game after that.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So against the best.
Yep.
Didn't go the best.
No, it didn't go well at all.
But against, the twos. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, their defense has gotten led by Chris Jones and just like random defensive backs like McDuffie and Sneed
Who have had great years.
that have just all of a sudden, we played
Well, they've had a
incredibly well.
Too. I mean,
I don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. That's a
Bolton
great point. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
one like really like triangle shaped